Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Dylan. Dylan is from Belfast in Northern Ireland. So let's see what Dylan has to say. Enjoy the interview. I can hear you now. You managed. We managed.
Finally.
How are you, Dylan?
Yes, I'm not too bad. Just a few things going on at the minute, so we're just waiting to see what happens. We're just not jinxing anything. So, yeah.
So we have a busy day so far.
Yeah, well, I've just got offered a new place to go and move into, but I'm currently, because of COVID over here in Northern Ireland, and there's the restrictions and stuff, so I'm on a 0-hour contract. So I need to get the deposit up to move into this house. So the only way I can do it is by selling my car that I have at the minute.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot's going on at the minute. It's just all going crazy at the minute. It's all like sort of happened within the last couple of days. So I'll just see what happens.
Okay, Dylan. So just before we start the game, tell me where you're from.
I'm from Northern Ireland, Belfast. A lot of people call it Ireland or whatever. My partner, he's from Dublin. So he's from down there. I'm from up here.
What's
two different sides.
What's the best part of living in Belfast?
Oh, it's a beautiful country. Like, see, even just to come and sightsee, like it is a beautiful country. Even though we get a lot of rain, but it is beautiful. Like just to sit back and just watch everything. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I see. And what do you do for a living?
At the minute I work, at the minute I'm down as a 0-hour contract. I actually work in a disabled school with people with Down syndromes and other disabilities like that. I work part-time in there with those ones, which I love. I completely love it. Like the kids deserve the world and everything, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I do part-time at the minute. So I just took a break at the minute because everything's like just sort of all came at once. So I'm just taking a wee bit of a breather for myself and mental health and stuff, because I would suffer from ADHD.
Okay.
And I would also suffer from anxiety and depression, which I'm getting help with. I'm seeing my psychiatrist tomorrow, actually. So I'm actually going to see her tomorrow. So everything's it's been a long time coming, because with COVID over here, a lot of things have been closed. So this is the first time I'm actually going to be able to speak to my psychiatrist in about 2 years face to face. And I just can't wait to speak to her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think those 2 years, it's been, a lot of challenge happening. I think we've kind of been close with ourselves. And of course, a lot of anxiety as well raised, you know what I mean? I think it's been a very challenging 2 years for sure.
Definitely. So how are you yourself?
Yes, I'm good. I have day it's a bit cold in London today, so it's been cool. Yeah.
It's a wee bit cold over here. It just started to rain, so we just got the car and all cleaned and washed and stuff just in time. So we're just waiting for somebody.
Thank you so much for keeping the time for the interview. Thanks so much.
No problem. It's a pleasure for you to ask me. Like I've never been a part of anything like this, so this is all new. So
great.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Right, so are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Yeah.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here lovely box full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question, okay? Let's do it. Okay, Dylan, so just before I start the game, so through the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, okay?
Yeah.
First question for you is, how would your partner or best friend describe yourself?
Oh, well, the last couple of days, he's actually been calling me a bit manic. He says I get a wee bit manic and get excited, because like whenever I get an idea in my head, I just run with it, and I don't know. There's no telling me anything. Like there's nobody speaks to me. Everyone's like, a lot of people sit and go like, your head is actually away. And I'm like, no, like I see this in my head. I see the plan. I know how it's going to execute. This is the way I want it to work. So just let me do what I want to do. You know what I mean? I just want to be me.
And you've always been like that?
Well, obviously, whenever I was diagnosed with the ADHD, I was diagnosed at a very early age with it. Back whenever I was diagnosed with it, I think I was 3, and it wasn't really spoke about, and there was nobody really knew how to deal with it and stuff. I'm still coming to terms with it myself, because whenever whenever I was younger, I used to get bullied too.
Right.
So I sort of, I wasn't a good person, and I'm trying to change that, if you know what I mean. Well, see, this is part of like the ADHD, like you get something in your head and then you just sort of get sidetracked, and then you go on and you go on, and then that's when people think that you're crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand. I think sometimes we want to explain a lot of things, and you don't get the point. I do that a lot as well.
Like you just don't know, you can't even get the words to describe the way you want it to come across, and then people's like, your head is just, it's not there. You know what I mean? Well,
it's like multitasking in your head. A lot of
yes. Like, see what goes on inside my brain. It's just like constant. Like it's because with the ADHD as well, like everything's heightened.
Mm-hmm.
Your moods and like, like, you know what I mean? That's just.
Let's go for the second question. Let's do it. Right, next question for you is, Dylan. What does family mean to you?
Oh, family means everything to me. Family literally means the absolute world to me. I wish I had been nicer to a lot of my family that have now passed whenever they were alive. But I was only growing up when I was immature, and yeah, I was just a typical teenage wee boy. Just there was no speaking to me. Now, still sort of that, but I can't compromise now. I've learned how to compromise. I've learned how to go about it the right way. So, yeah.
And all your family, they live in Belfast as well?
Yes, they all live in Belfast, yeah. They all live in Belfast. Well, just outside it, yeah. It's called Belfast, yeah.
Very good. Next question. Next question for you is, Dylan. What is your morning ritual, if you have any?
Usually I would go to McDonald's for a toffee latte. Like that's way to my heart. Like a coffee part of me. I'm part by coffee. Love it. Everyone tells me to stay off it, but I'm like, no, that's my go-to. Like I just love it. But yeah, sometimes I would get up and go for like walks and stuff, just depending on what type of day it is. You know what I mean? But I do like to be like active and stuff, so I'm trying to convince him to join the gym or yoga with me, because I want to get like more into like physical active stuff, and then hopefully we can go traveling whenever we get things sorted.
Do you consider yourself a day or a night person?
Either or. We'll see. The last couple of months, I'm getting up early in the morning. Like I'm always up at 7 o'clock because I take my medication, and then I just don't go back to bed. Like sometimes, or else if I'm not feeling too good that day, I would go back to bed for a few hours.
I see.
But yeah.
Next question. Let's do it. Your boyfriend's just by your side now.
Yeah, well, he's just walked out of the room. He looked at me as if I had 10 heads, and I was like, wow.
Right.
He's nervous.
Before the next question, tell me a little bit about your tattoos.
Yes, so I don't.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. I don't know. It's just like, well, there's a story behind this, but I don't want to go into it because it's just like families and stuff. So yeah, that's mostly what my whole tattoo has been like about. Like, you know what I mean? It's still it's not finished yet. I've still to get in here on. And then I plan to go across my chest and down the other arm.
I see.
Yeah, I'm just like manifesting like things that are coming towards me. Whenever I get the idea, I just run for it. You know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you had the first one?
Well, I only started that about 2 years ago, just before COVID.
Ah, okay.
So I've actually got it sorted like halfway through.
I see. Okay, cool. Next question is, what makes you feel discouraged?
whenever people don't like believe in you, like whenever you believe in yourself, if you know what I mean, and other people can't come to believe that, it just aggravates me. And then I would get not short tempered, but then I would blow, because I'm like, just listen to me. Like, I'm speaking, like, I just want you to listen. I have things to say, listen.
Yeah, sometimes a bit frustrated when you want to pass the message, when you say something and it's not there.
Yes, and then everybody just won't listen. I'm like, just be quiet, listen to me a minute, just listen to what I have to say. Yes.
Next question, let's do it. Before the next one, what's the most challenging part of living Belfast?
I think because at the minute I don't really class myself as having a religion or anything, because I'm like, each to their own, happiness, support everybody, you know what I mean? Like, don't tear people down just to make yourself bigger. Like, I'm all for everyone being happy, you know what I mean? But my partner was obviously brought up in Dublin, so he is a Catholic, and then I was brought up in Belfast, and I am a Protestant. But it just shows you, like, we're literally the same person, you know what I mean? It just shows you, like, the way that two people can just
be together.
Yeah, that's not. I don't even know. Like, it's magical. It really is. That's all I can describe it.
I see. Next question for you is, what was your best friend's name growing up, and why did you consider this person your best friend at the time?
I was actually up seeing her today, to be honest, because she's actually hungover. So I brought her up her hangover essentials, our vitamin C tablets, or Diorolite, because it puts the salts and all back into your body if you're hungover. And then I also brought her latte as well. So I brought that all up for her today. But yeah, Matt's my best friend, like, from no age, and I would do everything and anything for her. Her name is Robin, and she's just always been there for me, being like the person I go to for everything. When nobody listens, like I remember I was saying earlier, she listens, and then she weighs out the good and the bad, and then the situation to see how it benefits you, how it doesn't, and then makes you look at it in a different way. As where sometimes I just run and I'm like, no, I'm doing it. So I go to her sometimes for advice. So
wow, so you know her since young age.
Primary school. Wow. Yes, our mums actually grew up with each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, yeah. It's actually a funny story. We actually never used to get on. Like, me and her used to hate each other. Like, we hated each other. And then, I don't know, something just clicked one day as well, and that was it. And then me and her have been best friends. She's got 2 wee kids that I absolutely adore. And they should be a model on, because they're gorgeous. I mean, they are gorgeous. Like, kids, like, she makes beautiful babies. Just put it that way.
Oh, beautiful. She'll be very happy to see that, the interview. She'll be very happy.
Well, I don't know if she'll see it or not, but I don't know, because, I'll just send it to her so she can see it. I don't even know who's going to see it. I don't know. I never do this.
Next one, let's do it. Next question is, Dylan, where is the most exotic place you've ever been?
The most exotic place? I actually was in Marrakesh.
Wow.
Yeah, I went up traveling up through the mountains, because, like, it was warm. It was around January we went. It's still warmish, but they still had snow on the mountains. So we done, like, me and people I don't bother with anymore. So done like a trail up into the mountains, and we like made food by them, like their villagers made us food, and we had like food and stuff, and spent the day with them, and how they, you know what I mean? It was really good. But done a camel ride as well. Never again. Never again. It was too sore.
When was that? When was this trip?
Oh, I think, was it? It was before COVID, so it would have been 3-4 years ago.
All right. Very good. Ready for another one? Let's do it. Let's do it. Next question, Dylan. If you met someone sad in the street, what would be your approach to this person? What would you say to that person?
I would walk over to them to see why they're sad, to see if everything's okay, to see if they need help. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's fighting their own battles inside their head, and I think everybody needs that someone to speak to. So I'm just trying to like be better person and be there for them. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's human.
Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes when people, they are very sad, sometimes they need to be listened. They need someone just to be there and give some attention to them. So, cool. Next one. Let's do it. Dylan, next question for you is, what was your worst Footy mouse moment?
Oh my God, I don't even know. There's been plenty of times. There has been plenty of times. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know how to keep my mouth shut. Sometimes like I get excited and then I blurt it out, and then people's like, "Don't, you shouldn't have said that. It hasn't happened yet. Or they're gonna think they're crazy." And I'm like, "All right, okay, right. I'm just gonna box myself off." Just don't even speak to me, because I'll end up saying something and people will be like, "Oh, he's crazy."
That's funny. Right, Dylan, I have 3 questions left for you, okay? Let's do it. Dylan, before the next question, tell me, being gay, did you always have the support of your family?
No, I actually didn't. I was unfortunate with that. Like, my mum and stuff, it wasn't anything to do with her. Like, she obviously had thought in her head she wanted grandkids, which, don't get me wrong, I still want my kids, my own biological kids. Me and my partner have already talked about it. We would love to get somebody to donate their egg and somebody to carry it for us, obviously, because that's the only way we can do. But I can understand her frustration whenever she first found out. Whenever she first found out that I was actually gay, and I don't blame her. You know what I mean? Because I know it's going to sound worse than what it's going to come across, but not every mother wants to be told that. You know what I mean? They've obviously, they carried you. They've got this picture inside their head of what they see your life being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But since then, me and my mum it's still a wee bit rocky at the minute, but we have become friendlier. We've sort of put all that past us, because I told her, life's too short, Mum. I would rather have you as my friend and supporting me than me not speaking to you again. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want that. Like, I just want you know what I mean? But that's
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I believe that every mother, they know their child very well, and sometimes as well, as you said, sometimes it's always happened to the neighbors, to the other family. It never happened to us, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Next question for you is, Dylan, if you could make up a school subject, what that would be and why?
I think that in school they should really, like, I know that they're teaching like subjects that, like, educational stuff, but I think they should also teach you like how to budget your money, like in school and stuff, because that is life experiences that you do need, like, coming ahead. So that's what I wish I had done, because whenever I was in school I didn't really study, but then I had it's not an excuse, but I had the ADHD, plus I was trying to hide the fact that I was gay, so I was trying to show off in front of everyone. I know I don't like saying it, but I was an awful person, but I would have been like sort of like a bully, if you know what I mean. I'm not proud of it. I'm really not proud of it, and I regret everything that I've done, but I can't blame anybody but myself, you know what I mean? I'm trying to rebuild myself and get past that.
I think life is a journey, you know. You make mistakes, you learn, you try to fix mistakes, for sure. Yeah, cool. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, let's say I will come to Belfast for the very first time. What would be your advice? What should I see? What should I visit, in your opinion? Right.
So, if you come to Belfast for the first time, I think you should definitely go and see the Titanic quarter. That was where the Titanic boat was built. So they have built like a all-new museum around there, and it is unreal. Would definitely recommend it if you're into like history and stuff. And obviously, boats or anything, it is good. Like, so yeah. What else? The Giant's Causeway, like it's very like scenic. It's a lot of people come traveling over here like all the time.
Good. Next question for you is, what is the funniest gift have you ever received?
The funniest gift I've ever received. Right, so my mum and dad, every year, my wee sister will even tell you this, my wee sister Morgan, they always buy us like this joke, like Connect 4, like board game, because they want to bring it like back to like growing up, whenever that's what you grew up with. So my mum and dad like still get on like Santa, and I love it. Like I love it. Like I'm all for it. You know what I mean? And then it's like she just gets the both of them put their best into it, and they just get you like all like we small like memory things that will remind you of your childhood at Christmas time. You know what I mean? And I just love that. Like I don't want them to stop, but like I'm 26. Like they're gonna have to stop at some point. But then I am the queen, so like when you just know that's a queen, she'll have my head for saying that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Dylan, ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Last question for you. But before the last question, so far, what's the most beautiful lesson you've learned from your boyfriend?
Most beautiful thing that now you're putting, like, I don't know, that's just him. Like, see him coming into my life has been a blessing. Like it's all together just changed my perspective and like way of thinking, because it's just, I don't know, it's just you know yourself, like whenever it's just you know when you know, and that's just it. And it's crazy. I never thought it would have happened to me, like, but yeah, it has.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, I love him. Oh, can you say that? Yeah. Oh.
Of course you can.
Don't now you're getting me all giddy and all warm here, and now I'm starting to sweat.
It's love. It's called love.
Yeah.
Oh. Last question for you is, what's one movie you could watch over and over again?
Jack Frost. 100%, 110% Jack Frost. See that? I don't know, I think it's because I can sort of relate to it, like, well, not really relate, because I did have my stepdad growing up, which I called dad, but obviously because, yes, he wasn't biological, you still sort of seek that fulfillment, and I think that's why I got attached to that. And there was another movie as well, just while we're on there, it just came into my head, and whenever I was 3, I got knocked down by a car, and my mum brought me in this movie, George of the Jungle. And I am telling you, I have been obsessed with it since then. And I watched it I was in hospital for about 9 months. I watched it religiously every day for 9 months. Like,
wow.
Yeah, I couldn't move because my legs were broken from like my hips right down. So I had to learn how to walk again and all and stuff. But so, yeah. And then that's just what I done. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, sometimes those movies had a big impact in our lives, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, Dylan, it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words, and you just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Oh, I'm no good at this. But anyway, yes, let's go for it. All for it.
Let's start with family. One word.
Love.
How about money?
Money can't make you happy, but then again, the money does. You do need money to live, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it's a bit of a mix there. So
okay, one word for love.
For love?
Yeah, love. Yeah.
Perfection.
One word for life.
You've only got one, so live it to the fullest.
Good. How about sex?
Hot and steamy.
Religion.
I don't care about religion. Like, I know everyone's got religion, like, but it's just doesn't bother me.
Okay. Politics.
Overrated.
Okay. Fear.
Being alone, left alone.
Friendship.
Cherish.
Desire.
Happiness.
Regrets.
Nothing.
Success.
I don't really have much success going, but whenever it happens, I'll let you know. I'm training to do barber and I'm on OnlyFans as well. So just trying to get out there. I used to do dancing. I would love to get back into that as well because I can't move my hips. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It will come. It's on the way. It's on the way.
Yeah.
One word for wish.
For my loved ones, I know it's impossible, but I wish I would love for my loved ones that have passed to be there on my wedding day.
One word for happiness.
Joyful.
One word for Belfast.
Sectarian, living in the past.
And the last one now, Northern Ireland. One word.
Very green, but it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Very good. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend, Robin. You said her name, Robin?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask her, Robin, what's the most beautiful thing about Dylan? And what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What do you think she would tell me?
She would say that I am a loving person, because I am. Once you break down my barriers, I am. But she would also tell me that I do need to control, like, I don't know, like she would say that I would need to work on, like, instead of jumping into things, like look more into it, look at the possible ways to get to where you want instead of just doing it your way and not listening.
Good.
I find it hard to listen sometimes. I'm one of them ones. I'm like, I would say I'd be, well, it's only recently, but I would say now I'm like a go-getter. Yeah.
Do you see some work in progress?
Yeah.
Good, very good. Let's play now Dylan and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Dylan, you can ask me a question now.
Yeah, so how did you get into like doing like the game and stuff like online? Like I didn't have like a lot of social media. I'm only recently starting to get it all back. I was off for about 7 years. So whenever you contacted me, I was like, is this real? And then my partner was like, Dylan, no, it's not. And I was like, no, but I do think it is. Like, look, and it's like, no, it's not. And I was like, believe me, just it's one of them things I feel in my head, believe me.
Right, I can answer that to you. So I've always been very fascinated about connect with people. And when I look back as when I was a teenager and as even a child, I remember playing with my friends. And I remember asking them, oh, tell me something. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? This kind of interaction. So when I look back, so in 2020, when the world went upside down regarding the COVID crisis, of course, all of us we were like locked, you know what I mean? We couldn't do anything. Yeah. And I literally, be honest to you, Dylan, I really felt really down at the time. I never felt so, let's say, I wouldn't say depressed, but I found myself in a very dark place. You know what I mean?
I think everybody, because that's the way I felt too. Just as you're saying, that's literally the way I felt. And now I feel like you've got a new lease of life.
Absolutely. Yeah. So through that journey, when it started, the COVID crisis hit for the very first time, I felt really down. I didn't know what was happening. I think nobody knew what was happening. But at the same time as well, I wanted to do something creative, something that I could connect with people. And literally, I went for a run in the park. And this idea just came along and I was like, oh my God, that's what I'm going to do. So I started to put things in place, write the question, doing some research. Yeah. And here I am like connecting with people around the globe. So the idea literally, it just came from, let's say, a magical place that I never thought about doing that before. And actually, this interaction, when I look back, I've always been doing, of course, never in front of the camera, never in a bigger proportion, but always when I go on holidays with friends, I always end up doing this interaction. Oh, tell me something interesting about your neighborhood. So the whole idea was it came along from a very dark place. At the same time as well, I felt very creative, and here I am, just connecting with people around the globe.
Well, thank you very much for letting me be a part of this. It's like I've never this has never happened to me before, so thank you.
No, thank you. Thanks for taking the time as well. Thanks for being kind and sweet and to be ready. You have a busy day, but you made it happen. That's I feel very appreciated for that. Thanks so much.
No problem.
But Dylan, before you go, I would like you to say a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires in life.
Do not let anyone tell you that you cannot do what you've got in your head, even whenever people think that you're crazy. Believe in yourself and go for it. Because I wish I had done it whenever I was younger.
There we go. There's always a time. There's always a time. Never too late. Never too late to try. Oh, thank you so much, Dylan. Thanks so much for the interview. It was a pleasure connecting with you. Thank you very much. Okay? And you keep in touch, okay?
Yes, definitely.
All the regards for your boyfriend and for your friends as well. Take care.
Yes, thank you. You too. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.